Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I got this makeup look for Halloween. It's pretty quick and it's pretty simple, so if you want to know how I got this look, please keep on watching.
I see the blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
So I've just gone and done the eyebrows very roughly. They look a bit dark and a bit weird, I don't know why, but I've done them just the way that I usually do them, so trust the process. All the products will be linked in the description box down below, by the way. I'm first going to prep the eyes. I'm going to conceal, but I'm going to conceal more than I usually would, just to make myself seem really pale. Okay, so now that I've got all my concealer on, I'm actually going to be powdering, and I'm going to go in with my sponge to do this. And we're going to kind of use this to like bake the face almost, because I feel like that's going to exaggerate the ghostly kind of look, if that makes sense. It doesn't look like she's been contoured, but I think I am going to go in with like a grey, just to make it look a bit more spooky. So I'm going to go in my Carnival palette, and I'm just going to go in with this angled brush. So I'm going to go in with the shade Vex, and I'm going to mix it with the shade Fade, because they're both grey tones, and I'm just going to use this to contour. So I think that's everything for the face. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to go in with shade Fade, which is the one that we took earlier to contour. And I'm just going to use this as a transition shade in the crease. Okay, so now that I've done the transition shade, I think I'm going to go in with the red, because it looks like the red's first and then the black comes after, do you know what I mean? There's some really nice red shades, but I'm going to go in with the shade Inferno. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to very slightly kind of outline the crease. So now I'm going to blend this out. Okay, so now I'm going to take a cleaner brush and I'm just going to blend the edges out. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the black shade, I think. So before I put the black shade on, I'm actually going to use a darker brown just to transition them together. So I'm going to use the shade Intuition. I'm just going to take this right underneath where we took our red shade. It's looking a little bit crazy, I'm not going to lie, but trust the process, okay? So I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Lights Out, which is just a matte black shade, and I'm going to pop that onto my lid. Then I'm going to go in with the same brush that we've been using this whole time, and I'm just going to blend it all out. Okay, so now for the brow highlight, I'm going to use the shade Fair Play. I'm just popping that on my brow as a highlight. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the under eyes. Please don't judge me. It will get better. So again, we're going in with the shade Inferno, which is that red shade again. And I'm just popping this right under my lower lash line. This bit doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out anyway. I'm just going to underline my waterline. We're still looking scary. It's fine. It's okay. It'll work out. So I'm going to take the same brush that I've been using as a blending brush. And now instead of going in with the shade Inferno, I'm going to go in with the shade In Lust, which is actually a deep pink, and this is going to be the part where we put the veins, and I'm just blending this out underneath. Now it should look a little bit something like this. To blend this out, I'm going to actually go in with a blush. So I'm going to go in with this pink shade here and use it to blend out the under eye. Okay, so I've just blended that in with this powder brush as well. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Lights Out again, and I'm going to pop that black shade right underneath our waterline. So I've just popped on the black and I've blended it out a little bit more with the same pink shade. Right, so now I'm going to clean this bit up with a bit of concealer. So now we're going to be drawing on the little veins underneath our eyes, and I'm just taking a bit of setting spray and an angled brush, and I'm just going to wet the brush. And I'm going to go back in with the Inferno shade, which is the red shade. And I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit of that, and I'm going to draw on our veins. So now I've drawn them on, they do look really bad. To make them look a bit more realistic, is I'm going to blend them in. So with the excess concealer that you've got on here, I'm just going to tap over it, just to make them look a bit more faded. So now I'm going to be taking this tiny little brush here from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be spraying it with setting spray. And this time we're going to go in with a purple shade. So I'm going to go in with the shade Persuasion, and I'm going to do more of a detailed line on top of the lines we've already drawn. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. What I'm going to do to try and blend them out is I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and just blend them in a little bit. I'm also going to go back in with this blush shade here and blend over them. Right, so I think that's as good as it's going to get. I'm just going to kind of reconceal down here as well because I want to clean it up a little bit. So now I'm going to put lashes on. So I'm going to do my lashes off camera, but I'm going to be using the Dodo lashes in the style D119. You can use my code makeupbyninaxo if you want to get 5% off your purchase. Okay, so this is what everything looks like on the eyes. For the lipstick, I'm going in with the Dolce and Gabbana lipstick in the shade Dolce Desire. She kind of looks like she's just eating a human. I'm going to put this in the centre of the lips. And then I'm actually going to use this cleansing balm, which is like an oil formula. Okay, I don't know if this is actually going to work because I haven't done this before, but you know, we move. And then I'm just going to smudge it. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take the same black shade from the Carnival palette, and I'm going to put that in the centre of the lips. So I'm going to take that red shade again, and I'm just going to blend out the lips. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the Revolution lip gloss. It's called the Intense Lip Gloss. Okay, so that is the completed look. I hope you guys like this look. I know it looks a bit crazy and I look a bit weird right now, but I hope you guys have a really nice Halloween. Please subscribe if you're new to become part of the Subscribe fam. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so